Hi, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your August 4th, 2024 new moon reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously. It gets this channel seen by more people, which is absolutely wonderful. So, thank you so very much for doing so. And if you're interested in a private reading, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. It is listed in the description box below. And I'm happy to go deeper in any subject you're interested in. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. All right, Gemini. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Fantastic. Okay. So we are crowned here with the King of Pentacles reversed. Now, if you have Taurus energy in your chart, if you're born on the cusp with Taurus, this energy also came up for Taurus. So just be very mindful of this. We can be rigidly practical about things. We can be looking at things and saying, oh, but it has to be like this and it has to be like that. And this new moon is in Leo, and it's a very creative, very dramatic moon. It doesn't want us to be rigid, and it doesn't want us to be unyielding. So being aware of this is going to be super important during this time, because it's really going to help us to achieve our best. So if we have earth sign energy in our chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, we can find that we're having difficulty with this. If we have earth sign energy in our life, we can find that we're having conflict with them. So just being aware of this, and also being aware that we need to embrace our authority without being like, well, this is the only way. So yeah, making ourselves heard without being too rigid is going to be kind of the name of the game during this time. We then have the moon. The moon is Pisces energy, time frame January 19th to March 20th. But this is moving forward towards our dreams, towards what we love. This is also a release of fear. Now, we can have fear around money, and we can have, we can have work very heavy on our mind, money, prosperity, wealth, what we value as much as money. And here there's a release of fear, which is a very good combination to have. So just knowing that we are releasing some of those fears that are crowning us. The new moon is also when we set the intention for the next 6 months. It's not just the 15 days till the full moon. It is for the next 6 months. It is until the full moon in Leo comes. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is honor your hard work and stand in the present. Stand right here, right now, in your prosperity and in your power. The past is going to call to you. The future is going to call to you. Stand in the present and be in the present and be here. We then have the Four of Cups reverse. So we can get really, just as the King of Pentacles has stated, we can get really caught up in one certain way of seeing things. Spirit is going to throw us a curveball, and we're going to get really angry at it because it doesn't fit the idea that we had. And we made this all up in our heads. And Gemini, we're very good at this. We're ruled by Mercury. We have the most exquisite imagination. And it's like, no, you're going off script. Do not go off script. And yet, this is going to be a moon that takes us off script. So just being aware of that is going to be super important because it's going to be really frustrating. We then have the Hermit, Virgo energy, time frame of Virgo, August 23rd to September 22nd. And here with the Hermit, it's turning inward. It's looking at ourselves. It's saying, what do I need? What do I want? But it's like, I need to be quiet, right? And this is really funny because Leo is such a social sign, right? It's going here, it's going there. We're such a social sign already, Gemini, that you would think we would want to be in the midst of everything. And yet during this moon, during this time of introspection, during this time of setting our intentions, we need to be quiet and see ourselves. And that's not going to happen with all the noise around us and people distracting us. So just being aware of that. We then have the Knight of Pentacles reverse. So again, we're having a hard time with Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We don't want things to move slow and steady. We want to speed it up. We want to speed it up. We can be also having a bit of difficulty with an Earth sign energy. Once again, even though Virgo comes through quite nicely, just be mindful about this. But we can also be really frustrated around the speed of things. This is wanting to go fast, and the Knight of Pentacles in the upright position is like slow and steady, step by step. Slow and steady, step by step. But there's a real feeling here, especially around, wealth and what we value as much as money. It's like, how slow exactly do you want me to move? Do you want me to move backwards? Because I can't afford to do that. So being aware of this and being open with ourselves, what are our fears? What is holding us back? That's important, because we then have the Princess of Cups, which is the Page of Cups. Water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. It is embracing our inner child. It's doing the inner child meditation. So we can do that right now. Take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. And see yourself, visualize yourself as the adult you are now, holding your arms open to the child that you once were, and letting that child run into your arms and scooping them up in the biggest hug and saying, I love you. Your dreams matter. Your passion matters. What you love matters to me. And I love what you love because you love it. I'm not going to shush you. I'm not going to silence you. I'm not going to sit you in the corner. You get to express what you love. And during a new moon of dreams, Gemini, you get to express what you love. It doesn't have to be practical. It doesn't have to be purposeful, but it gets to be you. And that is such a beautiful gift that I am so thrilled the universe is giving to you. Now, the sun and the moon are very closely opposing Chariklo, which enhances Chariklo's energy. Chariklo is the largest asteroid in our solar system, and she's the wife of Chiron. She is the healer. She's the compassion. She is the silent connection. And that is just so important to us. And that is so important for us during this time. It is embracing that hermit energy. It is saying, I'm healing with you. I'm walking aside you, bringing you peace, bringing you a sense of centered joy. And this is also going to be a time where we have to be very mindful of our interactions online, because Gemini is in Mercury. No, not in Mercury, is in Mars. Mars is in Gemini. That's how you word that. Mars is in Gemini. And that can make our interactions online a bit caustic, a bit toxic, a bit like, don't engage, especially in fights and arguments, because it's just not going to get you to the place that you want to be. So it's like, don't engage, walk away. That's going to be a really important thing. So let's see here what Spirit has to say. And if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, put a butterfly in the comment box below. A person will be chosen at random and announced at random. So good luck to everyone. And hit that bell notification so you can be notified when that announcement is made. And note that the announcement will only be made on this channel by me. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Here we have growth, and this is the fern. We are going to see ourselves growing in a way that we hadn't anticipated. It's going to be through adversity. It's going to be through hardship. It's going to be through questioning ourselves, especially around seeing ourselves as prosperous, seeing ourselves as bountiful individuals. It's like, this is going to be a moon where we need to reclaim our power. We need to reclaim our prosperity. And we need to look at certain things and say, all right, if that's not working for me, I'm going to change it. But I'm going to go slowly and I'm going to go carefully forward. So it moves us then to our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is meditation. Meditation is going to be one of the most powerful things and helpful things you can do for yourself during this time, Gemini. Whether you meditate by sitting, crisscross applesauce and focusing on your breath, whether you meditate by washing the dishes or going for a walk, or, however it is, you meditate through movement or through stillness, but connecting with yourself and letting your mind be cleansed and letting your soul come forward, that is going to be so important. And letting your thoughts collide with your heart is a very hard thing for us to do, our emotions and thoughts coming together, but it's a very powerful thing for us to do. It moves us then to our energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is the Princess of Swords. This is us coming through. Now, we can have a tendency to get in our own way and in our own head, which is not surprising for us at all, Gemini. We can tend to do that. And the Princess of Swords can be also not honoring our inner child self, not honoring what we have wanted to say or how we have wanted to express ourselves or how we have wanted to be. And it's letting our voice be heard. It's letting ourselves tell the stories that we wanted to tell. Actually, this is the most fantastic time, the new moon in Leo, for creativity, for cultivation. So let those stories, however you tell your stories, however you express yourself, let that come forward during this time, because it is going to be so powerful and so meaningful for you. Okay. So let's see what the moon has to say for herself. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Okay. So here, abundance is looking at the bigger picture. We're getting too caught up in the details of things. Okay. People are saying, oh, look at this, look at that, look at this, look at that. And we are becoming too laser focused. We need to step back and we need to let our abundance flow forward, because this is trying to micromanage. And the moon is saying, hey, let me take hold of this. Let me guide you. Let the creativity, let the silence, let the beauty, let the expanse be a part of you. The ever growing, ever flowing change of a face, right, is what's going to lead us forward. Meaning that as the moon changes her face, we also embrace the ebb and flow and change of our energy. Embracing our abundance and looking at the bigger picture is going to be so important to us and for us. Is it hard for us to do? Absolutely. We get caught up in the details. I'm getting so excited. I want to go so fast. I can't talk that fast. I can talk fast, but not that fast. So here, just looking at it during this time, that's going to be an important thing, because it almost feels like, wow, I failed. Like I'm not doing that right. And it's like, no, no, no. You need to step back and you need to start to rethink things. Okay. Old form of attack might not be working, but new form of attack is going to work, because you're looking at a bigger picture. You're centering yourself back into your abundance and you're seeing yourself as abundance, instead of kind of like beating yourself up for not playing the game as everybody else plays it. But you were never meant to. Remember, if you have found this channel, if you're part of this family, if you're new to this family, welcome. If you're part of this family, thank you so much for being here. This is the most amazing community, and you'll see that in the comment box below. It's just exquisite. But if you're here, you're not like everybody else. And it's not like, ooh, I'm so quirky and different. It's so much fun. It's like, wow, I feel the world differently. And it's harder for me to fit in. And so embracing ourselves and seeing ourselves and being kind to ourselves, that's going to be important. And so when the moon is saying, you're not supposed to be like everybody else, it's like, oh yeah, that's why I'm here. So it's giving ourselves permission, maybe for the first time in our whole entire lives, Gemini, to simply be us without anybody's expectation weighing us down. It moves us then, as we look at our fears, we can feel out of balance. Okay. A new romantic cycle is starting. We're like, oh no, no, that's just what I heard in my head. As much as we want to, we're also going to like actively push it away. So letting ourselves fall into balance with ourselves, letting us assess what we want to assess. Because right now, again, instead of assessing, we're becoming hyper focused in one area. It is time to release the fears, but it's time to acknowledge the fears, especially around now. Romance doesn't need to mean love, though it can. All right, especially around romance, letting our life be a romantic life, letting our love be a romantic love. Here, we need to fall back into balance with us romantically, passionately, beautifully. And that's also getting into alignment with our sacral chakra. It moves us then, excuse me, it moves us then to don't let the past hold you back. Now, the Nine of Pentacles is standing in the present, right? The past, Spirit already said this, right? The past will call to us, the future will call to us, stand in the present. We are having difficulty here embracing the pleasure of our existence. We're like, okay, but this is what I have to do, and that's what I have to do, and I'm behind here, and I should have already achieved that. And if I got this done, then I should also get 18 million things done. It's too much. It's making me nervous just thinking about it, just saying it. So let's calm ourselves. Let's center ourselves. Don't let the past hold you back. And it's time to embrace pleasure. It's time to let joy come in. It's time to let laughter guide us. It moves us then to the reverse of emotions are running high. It's just like things are intense, right? But we have to have faith that the way spirit is moving the stars in our sky, right? The way spirit is guiding us forward is towards a plan, has a bigger purpose. And so seeing that within ourselves is going to be really important. Emotions run high. Yes, we're trying to squelch those. No, let our emotions burst high inside ourselves, but let ourselves be in balance with what we love and what we want and what is needed for us, because we need to have faith in our dreams and we need to have faith in ourselves and the path that we're on, because the path that we on could be so different from the path that we dreamt of when we were 15 years old and thinking of our future. But it doesn't mean that it's not beautiful. It is just simply different. It moves us then to it's time to take action, because it is. It is time to take action. And the question is, will we? As we turn to the hermit, as we turn inward, will we take action? And will we let ourselves be the ruler, not the tyrant over our world, but the emperor, the ruler over our existence? It's time to release negativity, especially around our prosperity. We have tried before, one times, two times, maybe a whole bunch of times to be successful. And it feels like we get to be so far and then we get shut down. But the path, look at this path. Look at this ridiculousness of this ladder leading crickety, into a portal in the sky. Who thinks of this? Who would think, oh, that's a great way to go. That path looks, safe and sound and secure. I'm going to go and climb a rickety ladder into the sky. No, it is absurd. The path of life is absurd. It is time to release our negativity and see how far we've climbed. See that the path wasn't straight, and that's okay. But it's time to embrace our prosperity again. It's time to embrace our bounty. It's time to know that we are absolutely worth it. And it brings us then to balancing the spiritual and the practical as we reconnect with beauty. And the new moon in Leo is all about reconnecting with beauty as we embrace our love, as we embrace, the beauty of us. That is important. Beauty is reverse. It's been hard to see the beautiful. Now it's time to call it back. Our subconscious spirit message here is brighten. And I love that. Calendula? I don't know if that's how you say that flower name. Here, I'll hold it up to you guys. But I love that in a new moon, in a time of darkness, it brightens us. I love that opposite, that contrast. Spirit is brightening us during this time of silence, during this time of moving into ourselves. It moves us then to our chakra energy, which is our soul star chakra, located 6 inches above our crown. This is angels and masters. These are this is us needing to connect with our angels and our spirit guides, our masters. So here there's a blockage there. And it's like, okay, angels, start talking to me, start guiding me. I know I have been so adverse to the path that you have set out before me. I know that. I know I've been questioning it. I've been angry at it. I've been down on myself. I've been overwhelmed. Now, please, it's time for you to move me forward. Now, please, it's time for me to connect with you and not question myself and not question you every single step of the way. Because our angels and our spirit guides, they're so much bigger than we know. And there's so much more to this world than we know. We only know a little tiny itsy bitsy bit, from where we were born to the how we were raised to the people that surround us. We only know a little snippet of this world. And our angels and our spirit guides are like, I can show you so much more. It moves us then to our energy to be mindful of. And this is, that's exactly it. It's the Four of Cups. That's exactly what our angels and our spirit guides were saying. That's so exciting with that blockage with the soul star chakra is that, like, listen here, we are hyper fixating. We can see that with the King of Pentacles reverse and the Knight of Pentacles reverse. We are hyper fixating on certain things. And spirit is like pulling us over here and saying, look at this, look at this. And our hyperfixation isn't letting us. So just being aware of that is going to be super important during this time. We get really caught up in like, it has to be this way. And spirit's like, why? And you know what? If we really thought about it, we'd be like, I don't know why, but it just does. It moves us then to our subconscious tarot message, which is the Seven of Cups. Subconsciously, this moon is telling us to dream again. It is telling us to connect with our dreams and to connect with our passion. And that is the most beautiful thing. And that is a very beautiful thing for us. It's not to keep our dreams, nice and crystalline clear, and clean on the shelf. It is to use them. It's like having really, really good plates and only eating off of paper plates. It doesn't make sense. It's like it's meant to be enjoyed. It's meant to be used. Use the beauty and embrace the beauty every moment of every day. It moves us then to the sacred masculine, coming forward, the lunar king, and connecting with that sacred masculine energy during this moon is going to be so important. Also, this comes forward with Taurus, so that's a very interesting link as well. It moves us then to the reverse. Nothing is set in stone. We feel like things are. We feel like it's set in stone. It's too late for me. Oh, save yourself, type of thing. It's like very dramatic with the hand on the forehead. Oh, woe is me. It's dramatic. It's a funny thing to say, to mock ourselves with, to kind of make fun of ourselves, because I myself am also a Gemini and I understand this very dramatic nature that we have. But it's not too late. It's never too late. And so here, it is time to embrace the beauty of our existence and know that if I want something, I can have it. It might not be the way that I had dreamt of it or I had thought of it when I was 15, or, it might not be the way I think of it now, but I'm not limiting myself. I'm opening up the vastness of this world and letting spirit guide me and letting my angels guide me and letting myself be part of something bigger. It's not like, oh, it just has to be like this, because it doesn't. Okay. All right, Gemini. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this moon and of ourselves. And please note that this meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Gemini. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.